What's going on, guys? Big Kev here, coming at you with another video. And today's video, I'm going to be going over the Architecture Valkyrie. That's the newest Valkyrie added to the game. Obviously, you guys know she is a normal type Valkyrie, so she's a haste monster. There really hasn't been any good haste monsters lately. Good haste monsters with utility is the only monsters that are good haste monsters with utility are the event monsters, and obviously you guys know if you don't take advantage of the events, then you're not going to get them. A couple of the mainstream monsters out there that you guys could get are basically just damage based. So, for there to be a new Valkyrie added to the game that gives you a ton of utility is really, really good. And I think, my personal opinion, Architect Valkyrie might be one of the best monsters in the game right now. If she's not the best, she's definitely up there, top 3, maybe even top 5 with the best monsters in the game right now. Her ability is similar to Hallowitch in that sense. She gives your whole team a percentage buff on all your stats and then decreases the enemy team's stats for a set amount of time. In this case, it's 60 seconds. She also recovers cost, which is really good, especially for DPS classes that are using cost like crazy, that have those really expensive cost abilities, like Meteor Rain and Deathly Obelisk, etc., etc. She is a 30 cost monster, and her substats offers magic defense and attack. So as for a cleric and mage, not very good, but she's going to benefit mostly like soldiers, lancers, and archers. But her skill is probably too good to pass up on any class. So I mean, if you are a mage like me and you are lucky enough to get yourself a Architect Valkyrie, you might want to go ahead and just equip her, just because she's a really good haste monster, and her ability is just great, especially for guild battles. We're actually talking about possible unisons that we could use with Architect Valkyrie. For guild battles anyway, and a really good one that we were thinking of is a Lilith, followed up by a Hades and an Architect Valkyrie. Basically what Lilith does is she decreases the entire enemy team's status ailment resistance by 30% for 60 seconds, I believe, and then Cerberus basically has a 65% chance to blind, paralyze, and confuse all targets for 30 seconds. So with Lilith's status ailment resistance debuff, it's going to add another 30% on there. So it's basically a 95% chance to do all 3 of those status ailment decreases on the enemy team. And then Architect Valkyrie is just going to further decrease all your enemy stats by another 20% and increase all the friendlies' stats by 40%. So that's a really good wipe unison. Definitely good, and it only requires 3 monsters to do, so that could be a really good experimental unison to try out. Definitely going to try it out soon. And if one of your guildies has an Architect Valkyrie, the other 2 monsters, a Lilith and a Cerberus. Everybody knows Cerberus is a another free-to-play haste monster that was recently released in one of the events that passed about a month ago. And then Lilith, I mean, she's pretty hard. She's not too hard to come by nowadays. I've gotten her 3 times, I know, so I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have her. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into a probably a Curious Defender, and we're gonna go ahead and try to use Architect Valkyrie right now and see what she's all about. So we're gonna check out her animation and exactly how much her buff benefits the team. So go ahead, we're in this Curious Defender right now. Actually got Calamity today, guys. Really excited about that. I've been playing around with it, and I do a ton of damage with Calamity. But that's for another video. And I've been lagging today really bad. The lag is real, guys. I mean, it's terrible. And I know it's not me. It's definitely not my connection, because I've reset my router multiple times and still getting the same stuff. So I think it's just they're having server issues right now or something. So yeah, that's I think the guy on top, Pipo, realizes that I have the Architect Valkyrie. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use... Actually, I'm going to use Architect Valk on the next wave. and we will see exactly how she is, how she looks. So there she goes. Gonna use her right now. She's very cool looking. Oh, look at that, Cerberus, nice. Oh, there's no Lilith, but it's definitely cool that, we were just talking about that Unison and guy just used Cerberus. Cerberus is a pretty common haste monster nowadays, so I guess it's not really a surprising thing that we saw her. So saw him. So as you can see, stat increases are pretty good. You're really not going to notice the enemy stat decreases in PvE. You're going to notice it more in GVG, definitely. But as you can see, my magic attack's pretty good. Doing pretty decent damage so far. And, haste is always good. Haste, especially in PvE, is great. I love haste. So after this, we're actually going to talk about I'm going to go into the spawns, and I'll give you my 2 cents on the spawns and tell you if you guys should go ahead and use your gems on that. But we're going to let this Unison play out here, and it should be pretty much done. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think about Architect Valkyrie down in the comments. Do you like her? Are you trying to get her? If so, how many gems have you spent? Do you plan on spending any more? Do you think she's overrated? Tell me what you think. Personally, I mean, I know her stats are a lot like Hallowitch, or her abilities a lot like Hallowitch, but I think she's great to have, especially if you don't have Hallowitch. We're gonna go ahead and just show off and use her one more time. Actually, I didn't get a chance to, but I was gonna use her one more time just to show off. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to. I wasn't fast enough. All right, so we're gonna go into the spawn after this is done. See, with the lag right now, this is crazy. I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes. I'm not trying to rush it or anything. It's just that if my video is over 10 minutes, it takes forever to upload. For some reason, I don't know why. Usually it only takes a minute or two for my videos to upload to YouTube, but for some reason they've been taking a lot longer lately. And I know I just actually upgraded my internet connection as well, so I mean I have a really fast internet connection right now. Okay, so we're gonna go into the spawn here. So obviously you guys know what a shared bonus spawn is. It's basically they give you a pool of prizes and it's shared between everybody on the server. So for instance, if they start you off with 3 Valks and then 10 of the jackpot medals, once these are depleted, the jackpots are depleted, the pool of prizes resets. So it'll go back up to 10,000 prizes, I believe it is 10,000 or 8,000 or something like that, and then it'll slowly decrease. I don't know where the jackpots are in the pool. Like I know they're all predetermined, set in the pool of prizes. I'm pretty sure they're all random. But like I said, the chances of you getting the jackpot is extremely low. Like we're down to 2344 right now left in the pool, and there's 10 Valk and 150 package of medals left, and then 13 of the times 70. So that's not bad. Personally, this is where I would recommend that you start spending your gems if you are planning on spending gems, somewhere around like this. I mean, I know there's only one left of each, but honestly, I'd do it if there's a couple of Valk medals left. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want the 0 Valkyrie, then I would recommend doing it now. If you want the Valkyrie medals, then I really wouldn't recommend it, unless you're content with getting a couple of the times 70s if you're planning on doing multiple pulls. Personally, this is the kind of spawn that people wail on. If you're not planning on whaling the spawn, if you don't have at least 2, 3, 400 gems to spend on the spawn, I wouldn't even tell you to go for it, honestly, because you're probably just going to waste your gems and you're not going to get anything, and then you're going to be mad like I was in the beginning when I only spent 200 gems. So I realized that I had to spend a lot more gems to even have a chance of getting the stuff out of this. You guys know I did get 0 Valk out of my times 15 half off first pull. I was extremely lucky to get Architect Valkyrie. I'm not denying that fact, but You know, the rest of the gems I spent just goes to show you that I got absolutely nothing. I spent another 600 gems. I got absolute crap. So take that with a grain of salt and do what you will on it. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend it too much. And we're going up to this rates up spawn. It's elemental spawn, non-elemental gear rates up. Honestly, guys, if you're, I mean, this is, you know, there's some 30 cost stuff in here, some 28 cost stuff, but it's not a lot of stuff. And this is the only rates up stuff. It's only weapons. The good thing is that there's this new armor in here that I actually got a piece of. It's a Fatal Testament XL armor, which is really good for archers. So if you're an archer and you want to get that armor, this is the spawn to get it. This is probably the spawn to do to try to get it. It's called Innocent, the Innocent set, and then the Nightmare set, I believe it is. The Nightmare set is just a physical damage down XL, and then the Innocent set is the Fatal Testament XL set. So if you got, there it is, Innocent, Infinite Void. That's the Fatal Testament XL. And then the Phantom set. That's Fatal Testament as well. So, alright, so both of them are Fatal Testament. I guess it was a typo in the beginning. But, you know, extremely good for an archer. So if you guys are an archer and you want to go for that gear, definitely, I would recommend it. Stay away from this guild battle spawn. It's not really that great. Unless you guys need experience keys. But the shared bonus, like I said, if you're not planning on whaling the spawn, I wouldn't recommend it too much. And then the rates up, obviously. Like I said, if you're an archer and you want to get that new gear, go for it. If not, your chances of getting a 30 cost set of gear or 28 cost, like higher level gear and weapons, your chances are pretty good, especially if the rates are up. But like I said, plan on doing multiple pulls to get something. So that's my 2 cents, guys. That's going to do it for the video. If you liked it, please do like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow.